Hey Horace, are you there? I just wanted to double check with you that you knew I was getting out of the hospital tomorrow afternoon. You are going to be able to come and pick me up then, right?
Hold on a second, you're getting out of the hospital tomorrow?
Yes, we talked about this earlier, didn't we? I'm sure that I told you about this.
Oh yeah, I think I remember you saying something about that. I guess I forgot. But I haven't asked for the time off of work to go and pick you up just yet, so...
So then you're telling me that you won't be able to come and get me tomorrow then, right?
I really am sorry about this. If I didn't have any plans for tomorrow afternoon already, then I would for sure. But I have a really important meeting with a client that I just can't afford to reschedule now.
I see. Well, okay then. I guess if that's the situation, I'll be sure to get an Uber home in that case.
Again, super duper sorry about all of this. It wasn't my intention at all. I've just been really busy lately, you know? But I want you to know that I did talk to my boss and convince him to go and give a week off to spend some time home with you and the baby, so that's good at least.
Well, I'm glad that you managed to get that at least. That is really going to be a huge help for me. But I just know that I'm going to be really busy getting used to taking care of a baby and all. So if while you're at home you could take care of the cleaning and the cooking, that would be amazing.
Honey, you have nothing to worry about at all. I don't mind doing the cooking if that's what you need.
Well, I did the cooking and cleaning, right? I need you to do both of them. Do you understand?
Right, I guess. I'm not good with a broom, but I'm gonna go and do my best, okay?
I'm sorry, I'm really not trying to be bossy or anything like that, but between feeding the baby and recovering after birth, I'm going to be pretty indisposed. I just really don't see how I'm going to be able to do the cleaning and cooking on top of everything else, you know?
Are you sure it wasn't a better idea for you to have gone home and had this baby at your parents' house?
Well, it's a bit late to think about doing that now, don't you think? Besides, you were the one who told me that you'd be lonely without me and asked me to stay.
Right, I guess I did ask you to do that for me, didn't I? But when you suggested going back home, I just got so panicked about it.
Well, don't worry. It's not like I feel like everything is already figured out right now. But that's why we're together. We're going to get through this as a couple and everything is going to be fine. We just need to open our lives to changing so that we can learn to be good parents.
Yeah, that makes sense, but you really think that things are gonna change all that much?
Maybe we should just talk about this at home. Are you going to be coming back at the usual time tomorrow?
Yes, don't worry. I'll be sure that I can get home as soon as I possibly can tomorrow.
Perfect. I really appreciate you saying that, Horace. I think we're going to have a lot to discuss then. That, and I have a lot to teach you, like how to change a diaper for our baby.
I see. Is there anything else that I might need to know or be ready for tomorrow?
Actually, since you offered, make sure that we have enough blankets for the baby and go ahead and set up the bed as well.
Alright, well, about that. I kinda have some plans tonight after I get back from work, is the thing.
Wow, you really are busy, aren't you? I mean, you've only ever come to see me once in the hospital as far as I remember.
I know, I really am sorry for everything going on, but I promise to do my best for you and the baby when I'm back home next week.
I really do hope so, Horace. I'm really going to need the help. But anyways, I think it's feeding time for the little one. Good luck with the rest of your work. We'll talk soon.
Sounds good. I hope that you have a good day as well. I'll make sure to try and clean up around the house a little before you two arrive, okay?
That would be just great. Thank you so much. I know that you're tired from work after getting home, so I really am thankful. Horace, are you still at work? When are you going to come home? Where are you?
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. I just got called in last second for some overtime, so I haven't left yet.
I see. Well, our baby is really keeping me tied down here, so do you think next time you could put us before your job?
Well, I'm sorry, but I don't really have that much of a choice. We're really short-staffed here, you know.
I know that, and I appreciate you wanting to help out more there, but I need help here, too. And ever since you took that week off work to be with us, you really haven't done much around here.
And I've told you that that's because I'm busy at work and I'm tired when I come back home. But I am doing my best, and that should be enough.
Horace, I know how hard you're trying at work, and I really do notice that. But then when you do finally come back home, you just end up going straight to bed.
Oh, I see. So now I'm not even gonna get allowed to sleep without your permission first, huh?
You really don't think that I wish I could be taking more naps at home or going to bed earlier? I'm up all day, just like you.
Oh, don't even compare our situations. You're just sitting around at home all day doing nothing. I'm the one who has to work all day at the office and then deal with you nagging me at home. Do you actually think you have it worse than I do?
I don't think it's about who has it worse. It's just that we should both be trying to help each other out.
Well, how am I supposed to be of any help to anyone when that brat is constantly keeping me up all night when it's constantly crying? Do you have any idea how obnoxious that is for me? I've even started screwing up my tasks at work because I'm so tired.
Well, I'm the one that gets up to put the baby back to sleep. I don't get enough rest either.
Well, you really ought to be getting up faster and putting the baby back to sleep more quickly.
So you're really just going to try and put all of this on me? I don't even know what to say. You do realize this is my first child, don't you? I'm learning on the job, but it's going to take time.
Well, just how much more time is it gonna take, huh? You've had the baby for over a month now. I think it's high time that you figured out what you're doing.
I might be able to learn a little better if I had you at home helping me. You know I haven't even showered this week because you haven't been watching the baby at all. I'm not trying to overload you with things to do, but I really want you to spend more time at home and more time with our baby.
Why don't you just go back and stay with your parents for a while, huh?
You really want me to just go and live with my parents like this?
Well, it's clear that you can't handle this baby on your own and you need more help.
But that's what I suggested, and you were the one who asked me to stay at home for your sake. If you're telling me to go to my parents' house, then at least take some responsibility for this.
Yeah, sure, I was the one who said I didn't want you to go back home, but in the end, you were the one that listened to me, weren't you?
Because I thought that we were going to be able to do this together. You promised me that you'd help. That's the only reason why I didn't go back to be with my parents for this.
Look, I've got a lot of work that I have to do day in and day out, and sometimes there's gonna be times when I can't keep my word, okay? But do you think that you're the only woman in the world whose husband is busy with work? Don't you know there are single mothers out there? If you ask me, it seems like you have things way too easy.
Oh, really? Because you're the only person I know who has told me that I have things easy with our baby.
Well, maybe it's time you actually get some more honest friends because I'm just trying to tell you the truth right now. There are plenty of single parents out there who watch their children just fine. So don't try and force me to do what you should have already been perfectly capable of doing. You just need to be a better other.
Horace, what happened to you? You were so happy for us both when we found out I was pregnant. Don't you want to spend more time with your daughter? Don't you want Lily to grow up knowing her dad?
Just because I'm not in her life as much doesn't mean that she won't know me, but work has to come first and then child rearing second.
How can you do that? How can you just compartmentalize your life and then put your own child second?
But I wouldn't expect you to understand. But I know this in my heart that I am doing all this for you and Lily. But you need to realize too that I'm the one who's keeping the roof over our heads. So why don't you just keep your eyes opened, realize what's going on around here, and then let me rest after I come back home from a long day in the office. Is that really so hard for you to get?
Yes, I understand, Horace. I don't want to talk about this any longer, okay?
Oh, come on, you can't just walk away now as if you weren't the one who started this all in the first place.
I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean to start a fight, and I promise that I'll do better from here on out.
Oh, really? Because it sounds to me like you're just saying whatever it takes to end this. But we are not through talking about this until I say we are. And you really need to open up your eyes and realize just how easy you have it. And the moment you do that, we might actually be able to make some progress here.
Horace, why in the world are you going out at a time like this? Where did you even go? Are you going to your mom's house or something like that? Please respond to me.
I don't care where I'm going, I just can't stand being at home with that crying little brat any longer. I can't sleep at all, and I'm gonna find a place where I can lay my head in peace.
Please don't talk about our daughter like that. You know you can't blame her for this. She's just a baby. She doesn't know any better. The only way she knows how to communicate is by crying.
Well, I'm saying that the baby cries too dang much. I think that you're raising her wrong. Why else would she be crying that much, huh?
You don't really think that, do you? Just what is wrong with how I raise our daughter? Just please come back home. Can't we talk about this in person? You didn't have to leave, you know.
And just what is there to talk about with you, huh? Besides, if I do come back, I still won't be able to sleep.
I know, but I don't like this. I don't like you out of the house because of the baby. Please come back.
I'm telling you that me coming back isn't going to change anything. Don't you get that? I can't get any sleep done in that house, and that's why I won't be going back.
Do you really mean that? You're really not going to be coming back at all?
That's right, but don't worry, I'll keep on sending you the money and keeping up the payments on the house.
Oh, come on, Horace. You know that I want more from you than that. I want you to be here in the house with us.
No, please don't let me get in the way of you and the baby. It's clear that I'm just dead weight to you, so I'll just get out of your hair and let you concentrate on the baby.
Is that really why you left the house? Because you felt that way? Do you really want me to do this all on my own?
I don't even see the point in talking about this to you. It's just gonna turn into something else to fight about. All I wanted to do was to have a home where I could feel at ease.
Please, you have to know that I really am trying, but I just need some extra help now and then. Is that really so bad?
Now and then? You're always trying to order me around by using that baby as an excuse. I thought I told you that you need to open your eyes and realize just how easy you have it, baby or not.
Horace, you won't even agree to look after the baby for a single hour when I've asked you to. I don't think it's fair for you to be putting all of this on me.
Why? That's what you do to me, even though I'm always telling you how busy I am.
But I see you playing games on your phone at home all the time. Is that what you're busy with?
Oh my gosh, you happen to look over at me for the 15 seconds that I have a game open and suddenly you think it's all I do on my phone. You really are obnoxious. Do you know that? What's even the point of talking to me if this is all you have to say to me? You just tell that baby to grow up and quit crying. That's no way for a baby to be acting in the world. And I'm not going to come home until either you or Lily learns to control that crying.
Horace, are you there? I think you and I need to talk about some things. How soon can you and I talk in person?
Oh, this is just perfect. I was actually just thinking the same thing. You see, I've got a couple of things that you need to hear as well. Did you know that it's already been 3 months since I was last back home? I want to know, has the baby finally learned how to control her crying? Can I finally come back home to my own home and sleep in my own bed again?
I'm afraid there isn't any place for you to come back home to at this point.
What in the world are you talking about? Are you saying that you don't want me to come back home now? Because if not, then I have no idea why you're even bothering to contact me.
Well, this is precisely what I wanted to talk to you about.
So, you want to talk to me in person to tell me to not come back home? Unless, did you want to talk to me about getting a divorce?
Well, yes, that's basically it.
You mean you want to leave me and raise that baby all by yourself? Are you out of your mind?
I've been raising Lily all by myself this whole time anyways.
I know, but I'm not just talking about watching the baby. I mean having to do everything by yourself. Do you really think that you would even have the kind of money that it would take to raise a kid to adulthood? You're just a stay-at-home mom. How would you manage that?
Oh, I don't think I'll have to worry all that much about money. I'm already used to working a job and taking care of the baby. Not to mention all the child support that I'll be receiving from you as well. And that's to say nothing of the compensation from the lawsuit.
Lawsuit? What lawsuit? Who are you even gonna be suing?
Well, you, of course. After all, you have been cheating on me. Did you think I wasn't going to look into where you'd gone this whole time? I know you're at another woman's house, and you've been there for the past several months. You said you wanted to leave because you couldn't sleep, but you just wanted to get away and be with another woman.
Have you lost your mind or something? You don't really think that's what's going on here, do you?
Well, then tell me where you are. Where have you been staying this whole time?
I've just been couch surfing at different friends' houses, I swear. And some of them are married, so maybe you just saw me talking to one of their wives. I think you're blowing this whole thing out of proportion. You're making a huge mistake.
Oh, I really don't think that I am, though. I hired a private investigator to look into you, and they have proof.
Hold on a second. You paid someone to stalk me?
Well, I wasn't about to do all that work and take care of Lily now, was I? But I have more than enough proof to be able to divorce you.
Jane, please, you really do have this all wrong. I was never cheating on you at all, and that was just a woman that was a friend, I swear.
You know, the guy I hired specialized in cheating spouses. He has photos of you holding hands, kissing, all kinds of things. Are you sure you two are really just friends in spite of all that?
I promised you that her and I never did anything, and you have to believe me.
How can you say that when I'm telling you that I have evidence, photographic evidence? Why try and deny it? Not that it really matters to me. I'll just have to call your parents and show them all this instead.
Wait, no, please don't do that. Whatever you do, don't do that.
And why shouldn't I? Do you admit that I know what I'm looking at? That the evidence speaks for itself?
We might have hooked up once or twice, but it was never serious, okay? You have to believe me. Please, I don't want to fight about you with this. I thought that we both needed some time apart to think, you know?
I didn't ever ask for time apart. I asked you to be at home more often to help me out. You told me that you were too busy with work to help, but I now know that you were just out running around, weren't you? And don't bother lying to me. I know the truth, and I'll know if you aren't saying it.
Please, you really don't understand. It's not like that at all.
Well, you can tell all about exactly what it was like to my lawyer during the divorce proceedings. Horace still dragged his feet signing the divorce papers, so I finally had to bring my evidence to his parents. Once they realized what was happening, they insisted that he sign the papers as well. They had no idea all the horrible things that Horace had said to me or how he had neglected to do anything to help with raising our child. Horace was crying during the whole divorce process and was bawling in the courtroom on the day the verdict was handed down about his affair. He was forced to pay me for his affair and was made to pay child support as well. These days, Horace lives with his parents so that they can keep him on a short leash and make sure that he keeps up with his child support payments. As for me, I would say it hasn't been easy adjusting to the single-parent life, but that would be a lie since that's what I had been living until the divorce. Thankfully, my parents only live a few towns away, so I moved to be closer to them. They come over often to look over their granddaughter while I go to work or run errands. I never thought that my life would end up this way, but I am glad to know that I still had those around me I could turn to for support through all this. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.